Our planet is inhabited by all kinds of miraculous species in hidden corners of the world. Many are still unknown to us. Today's exploration takes us to one of those places, an idyllic countryside in Bavaria, Germany, where we examine a rarely observable creature, often forgotten in the food chains of our planet Earth.
The common Justin.
To protect their precious and highly sensible infrared sensors from the direct sunlight, Justins are usually found in shielded buildings like this one. The protective habitat also protects otherwise unprotected Justins from their natural enemy, moisture. Our research team and myself have managed to remain unseen and hidden in a robotics institute to observe this complex yet enthralling Justin in its natural habitat. It is under the invisible yet watchful eye that we are able to witness a special time in the life of a common Justin. It is now 6 in the evening. The warmth of the sun has submerged behind the treetops, and the frost has crept out of the shadow of darkness of winter. Here we have a beautiful 14-year-old specimen. This Justin is going through its fascinating routine of tidying its nest, giving us a rare peek into its everyday life. A fully grown Justin can easily reach over 2 meters in height. This one, for example, is 1.9106743 meters. It also weighs an impressive 200 kilograms. That's the equivalent of 4,500 gingerbread cookies. Combined with the long reaches of his arms, the Justin is perfectly able to reach and clean tiny corners of the shiny surfaces in the habitat occluded by thick layers of dust. To carve out territories and defend their precious belongings, Justins place April tags on all minor and major landmarks of their biotope. While the mystery of the squared black and white items remain an unsolved puzzle to humanity until recently, modern technology has enabled us to decode this fascinating riddle, at least partially. A Justin can fold into a compact posture. Justins take this form while they sleep or to show subservience. This also allows it to fit through tight doorways. When encountering other wild robots, Justins show dominance by extending themselves to their full height. Usually, Justins are a pack species, yet our Justin is living all by itself, which makes this discovery even more interesting. As the year progresses, it seems that the natural desire for companionship kicks into high gear and drives our specimen to search for a fellow robot. It is leaving its pre-mapped and studiously cleaned territory for increasingly longer strolls in the wild and dangerous surroundings. Its loneliness has finally driven it to go for the quest to search for a companion. Our brave hero has to traverse the most treacherous environments on its thrilling excursion, and we follow it along every step. After being on its way for hours without rest or nutrition, Justin suddenly stops. It looks like it sensed something. The Justin scans its surrounding with its sensitive stereo cameras to determine the whereabouts of the new acquaintance. The reason for the abrupt stop of Justin becomes apparent. A splendid, fully fledged drone is hovering above the ground. This Justin came into possession of 2 not-so-powerful propulsion fans. Sadly, no matter how hard it tried, it simply could not lift off to meet its new friend. But close to the region of the first robotic encounter, another friend showed up on the horizon. An LRU is making its turn on a sandy dune. Through telepathic communication with the drone, it was immediately notified of the unfamiliar intruder. While the inquisitive LRU approaches our Justin, curious to find out who entered its realm, Justin realizes that the LRU is a creature of sand and dust. Getting along with the LRU would be impossible for our nature's neat freak. Disappointed by the repeated flops, the Justin turns away and leaves the area. The unfortunate excursion visibly tired our lonesome robot and drained its energy. If it does not find a safe oasis within minutes, it would fall into a deep and dreamless slumber, which could mean its demise in this unfamiliar area. Concerns start to mount within our team. Some have become emotionally attached to the robot. They discuss whether they should intervene to save one of the last of this rare species. But finally, we decided that we have to maintain our role as passive observer. The Justin is now on its own. Moments before giving up on its search, a wild bird stops its furious hunt and attracts the attention of our tired friend. It seems that the bird wants the Justin to follow it as it disappears behind a corner. What is it that the bird is so eager to show the big robot? A glimpse around the corner reveals a life-saving power cord laying in the midst of the open fields of this institute building. Grateful, Justin quickly begins to replenish itself. After this exhausting expedition that almost cost the life of our gentle giant, it seems that it eventually found a friend. Together, they return to the Justin's nest. A few days later, we have the unique opportunity to observe a rare spectacle that, to our knowledge, has not been recorded anywhere on Earth before. We are excited to see how this extraordinary companionship shall continue to evolve and look forward to learning more from this duo on their adventures ahead. The future indeed looks bright.